What's up, guys? I'm going to unfortunately fire in pretty hot on this one. Uh, I'm sure you guys, mostly being Americans, I'm assuming, are already well aware of this, but my slightly delayed thing, I haven't had a chance to talk about it on here. Trump firing Comey happened. Yeah, he's investigating you for allegations into ties with Russia, so you fire him. Seems like a thing you can do. Surely. Uh, When I say I'm going to fire or not, I'm just going to briefly complain about that. Uh, I try not to talk political stuff too terribly much on here. Uh, that's not what people are here for. They wanted that. They could watch somebody far more entertaining who knows far more things. Uh, just still though, like, ugh. Where's my man Bernie when you need him? Anyway, don't really have a whole lot to talk about this week. This past week was pretty normal. Didn't really go much anywhere, do anything. We had karaoke on Thursday. Friday, instead of doing our game we've been doing, the D&D like thing. Which actually, I don't remember if I've mentioned that or not. Not sure. But we started a few weeks ago doing a. It's not Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like in the same vein, I guess. And I've got enough friends who are into that kind of thing, and I figured I'd give it a shot too. It doesn't really. It didn't seem like my thing at first. Like I'm not really a role playing kind of guy. But it's turned out to be surprisingly fun. Though I think my character is just an excuse for me to be kind of a dick. Case in point, I am a bard whose name is just the DM's name with the first letter of his first name and last name swapped. Yeah, just because I'm that kind of garbage. But no, so that happened, or has been happening, but we didn't do that this week. This week, we instead, because I think a couple of people wanted to cancel or couldn't make it, they had some other plan. I'm not super sure on that, because the group's too big, I think. But we'll see how it works out. It seems overcrowded to me, but it's worked-ish so far. But a couple of them couldn't make it, and so we watched movies instead. First one, I no idea what it was called, like some independent British film, it was interesting. It was and we'd been drinking a bit as well. I'm struggling to remember this one because it was less memorable. It was something like there was some disease that had wiped out people. And some pharmaceutical company was trying to hire a new person for a thing. Done through a test exam situation where they had to deal with all these crazy stuff. It was a weird movie. Not a bad movie, just kind of strange. The other film we watched, on the other hand, far better and really good, was Get Out. Excellent movie. Oh my god, that's and a lot more layered, a lot more going on, plot wise and subtext wise than the other movie. Granted, by the time we got to Get Out, I was slightly, just a bit, slightly drunk. But I recall it being a pretty good film. Definitely a lot to unpack there that I'm not really qualified to talk about stuff like that. I would just make a fool of myself trying to delve into all that, and that's not really about what this channel is about. Though what I will say is, if you haven't seen Get Out, I absolutely would. It's a fantastic movie, and it gives you a lot to think about. As well as being, even if you don't want to think, it's still good as just if you want to just turn off your brain, then it's good as a popcorn movie, and if you want to think about things, it's got a lot to unpack and a lot to sift through. So that was that. I don't think I ever. What was I gonna say? I just blanked completely. Haven't had much else going on. That was last night. I don't think I have any plans tomorrow. I don't believe. Though Monday, a friend and I'm going to cut class, and she only has the morning class that I have as well. I'm going to cut my my 4th period class, and we're going to go to see Aoi Matsuri, which I don't really know anything about it, to be honest. Excuse me. I don't really know anything about it in particular, but I understand there's supposed to be a parade that comes. I want to say it runs near the school somewhere. I'm not exactly sure the parade route, but I think it ends at Shimogamo Jinja, or it goes through there. And it starts somewhere near Doshisha. I'm not super sure of the details. Serena's the one who knows more of that. Because I was just kind of invited to come along. I hadn't really planned on going before then. What was I going to say? So yeah, I'm gonna try to get some video of the parade, at least. See how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've had going on this week. This one's been a bit slower in terms of stuff to do. And it's kind of slowed down since Golden Week. Granted, I didn't do anything during Golden Week either, but... So, I'll see you guys next week.